How are you doing today? I have two questions for you today. First question, are you a fairly kind person or are you super mean like the Grinch? The second question, how kind are you to yourself? How kind are you to yourself? This week, you and I are sharing on how you will be able to easily have more inner peace. A lot of people say, practically everyone whom I've met said, oh yeah, they want to have inner peace and want to be able to have inner peace easier. And one of the most important thing in being able to have inner peace is actually being kind. And yes, that's being kind to other people around you, so you're not in constant conflict, so to say. You being kind to other people, being tolerant, which is always good, typically is a good thing. But even more importantly than being kind to other people, for you to have inner peace is to be kind to yourself, to be kind to yourself. And why is that? The first thing is many times people actually, it's very interesting phenomena where people who are kind to other people, many times you might be a high achiever or something and you're kind to other people, so you're very tolerant, very patient, and you have such a high standard for yourself that it's practically impossible for you or anybody to achieve. Now, you don't ask anyone else's to achieve that standard, but you ask yourself. And so you are in this cycle of a never ending achieving your standard. And when you are in a constant competitions with yourself, so to say, then it can be quite challenging. Particularly if you, when you don't achieve your standard, then you start berating or you start feeling bad. Oh gosh, I didn't do that again. Oh my goodness, how could I do this mistake? I had once I had a client who months after he did something like step on somebody else's while dancing, and many months later he said, yeah, I haven't forgiven myself for doing that. I mean, that is quite something to me. And I was like, wow, would you forgive your best friend if your best friend step on your shoes while dancing? If you do, perhaps you want to forgive yourself. And so one is, if you have such a high standard, and the other part of being kind to yourself is actually to listen to yourself. And what are you listening to? Yes, to listen to what your thought is, but even more to listen to your heart. And it is really important for you to listen to your heart if you want to have true inner peace. And many times we listen to our mind, our logic that say, you gotta do this, you gotta do this makes sense, that makes sense. And yes, it's definitely important to listen to your logic, but inner peace is not only your mind, it is also your heart. So if your heart saying something, say your heart says, well, yes, it's logical to be doing this and that, but at the same time, your heart tugging you the other way, then if you keep listening just to your logic and you're not listening and following your heart, very soon you're going to have inner war. You'll be having inner war, not inner peace. And when you have an inner war, those two doesn't coexist. You don't have inner war and inner peace. Now, for some people, you might actually listen to your heart while your logic saying something else. It's actually something you could. I have known people, including myself, where I learned to listen to my heart, even though my logic, which is common hour thinking, saying something else, until it learned to listen to your heart. But you want to be kind, and part of being kind is actually listen to your heart. What is it that your heart calling you? What is it that your heart telling you? Why? Your heart actually knows what is best for you, and your heart don't lie to you, and your heart also are a lot less likely a lot less likely to be influenced by every other thing out there from the news, the magazines, the neighbors, the dog, and who knows whatever else is. So, and at the same time, so we know that from the HeartMath Institute, when then the energy, the vibrations from the heart is reach out a lot faster and affected everything in your system a lot faster and a lot stronger than the one from your mind. A lot of time people know heard about vibrations and electrical activity and all these things from the mind. The heart has its own brain, so to say, has its own intelligence, and the intelligence from the heart is a lot more sensitive, a lot more knowledgeable actually, and work a lot faster, and therefore it's influenced your whole system even more than the one in your mind. And being kind to yourself includes listening and allowing your heart, listening to and allowing what is it that your heart telling you, in addition to your mind, and also to simply be kind. And if you don't demand other, what I usually share with my clients is, if you do not demand other to be certain way. So in other words, if let's say your best friend step on your brand new shoes, you are not going to berate it that person's for the next 6 months or something like that. Well, when you do something similar, let's not do that. Let's not berate yourself either, because we know that's nobody perfect. So being kind to others, being kind to yourself in multiple different level, allowing yourself to rest, and all these things, that your body, listening to your heart and to your body as well, which is part of listening to your heart usually, on what is that you really, what is it that you love, what is it that your heart calling you, what is it that's life-giving to you. Because yes, there is logic, and at some point, if you don't listen to your heart, then you will have inner war instead of inner peace. And so please share in the comment below. I invite you to join me we can, a lot of time, even as you practice this, even a well-practiced person can listen to our heart even better. And so I invite you to join me as you go through the day, as you go to bed tonight. What is it that your heart telling you, that you might say, you know what, that's a good thing to listen to? And please share in the comment below if you'd like to. Please share in the comment below if you have any experience with this. And feel welcome to share your feedback in the comment below. If you'd like to share this video, feel welcome to do that as well. And if you like this video, please click like and subscribe. And this is Bridget with Joyful Riches Beyond Grief. I see that as you practice this, as you listen and be kind, as you be kind with yourself and others, that you'll be able to have inner peace with a lot more ease, and create a lot more ease in your life, and fun and joy and awesome results, and wonderful thriving life, one day at a time, and a whole beautiful thriving life as a whole. And I love you very, very much, and I look forward to see you again very, very soon.